put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop.
Hey everybody, this is just a video showing my two bearded dragons. This one is the adult female. She is about a year and a half now. I got her when she was only about 3 months old, and the enclosure that she's in is a 40-gallon breeder, so it's pretty big. The UVB bulb is right there. It's a 18-inch, and the heat bulb is right there. That's a 250 watt bulb. And I do have this on a timer right there. It comes on at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning. It turns off at 8 o'clock at night. But the temperature in here ranges from about 95 to 100 on the warm side, and 85 to 95 in the cool side, which is just perfect for her. She loves it. Right now she's in shed. I don't know if you can see her or not, but you can kind of see on her head. This camera's not the best. But anyway, yeah, she just finished shedding her back, so now she's working on her head. But yeah, that's her cage. I do have sand in it, and the reason why I have sand in it is because the pet store that we got this from had her in sand when she was a baby, so I just decided to stick with sand, and I haven't cleaned out her cage yet, as you can probably tell. But so yeah, I just decided to stick with sand. And the next one is a little bit younger. He's probably about 6 months now, 6 months old, and he is more red. You can probably tell. I'm not quite sure what type he is. I don't know if he's just a normal that's more colorful, but he does have that pattern on his tail, the tiger pattern. So if any of you can actually tell me what type of bearded dragon he is, that would be really helpful, and I would much appreciate that. But yeah, this little guy, he's more active than the female over there, and he is also in a 40-gallon breeder, and he also has a 18-inch UVB bulb. And right now he does not have a heat bulb in his cage because it actually broke. Here's the bulb right here. It blew up inside of the lamp, so we were trying to fix that lamp right now. And yeah, that hide right there, he likes to go inside and climb on it and go behind and dig. As you can see, there's a little spot back there where he likes to dig. But yeah, there's his water bowl right there, and there's his vegetable dish, which I don't feed him too much vegetables, mostly insects, because when they're younger you aren't really supposed to feed them that much vegetables. It's supposed to be 80% insects and 20% vegetables when they're young, and then when they get about a year and a half old, past that point, you should feed them 80% vegetables and 20% insects. But anyway, those are my two bearded dragons. I am planning on breeding them in the future once he gets old enough. She right now is old enough. She's about a year and a half, like I said earlier. But I am also planning on building a enclosure that is bigger than this one, so that I can fit both of them in there. But I will not be selling the baby bearded dragons online, or at least not yet. I might in the future, but I'm not too sure about that right now. But I will be selling locally. So yeah. But later today, I should be getting in some Dubai roaches, and I've just been feeding these guys crickets and mealworms and super mealworms and grasshoppers and stuff like that, and they eat them. They like to eat those, but they just started eating a lot, and it became a hassle to try to breed crickets. So then I had to go outside and find grasshoppers, which isn't the most safe thing to do for these guys, but that's what I had to do. And mealworms just are basically shells, and so that's why I ordered some Dubai roaches, and hopefully I'll be able to breed those successfully, and I won't be feeding them any of them for a while until I see a lot of baby nymphs in there and a lot of adults. So anyway, yeah, that this, by the way, is Ralph. That's his name, Ralph. And the female's name is Rango. When we first bought her, we actually thought it was a male, and we just had intentions of keeping her as a pet. But later on I found out that it was a female, but we already named her Rango, and we didn't want to change the name because we love that name. But anyway, and by the way, the little male over here, I kind of rescued him, I guess you could say. I don't know if that's the right term to use, but this guy, he returned him to the pet store, and he didn't have a UVB bulb on him, and he only had a heat lamp on it. In the pet store, they had one of the swirly bulb UVB bulbs, not the long ones like this, the long cylinders, but just the bulbs. And as all of us know, those can harm their eyes. I'm not quite sure what it actually does to their eyes, but I do know that it can harm them. So he was a little bit shaky at first, and I was hoping that he didn't have that bone disease. But once I got him in here and I got the proper UVB on him, then he is really doing a lot better. But anyway, those are my two bearded dragons, and I'll hopefully have some feeding videos and how to set up enclosures, and lighting videos, and all that in the future. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys later.